What's up, guys? It's me, Al. Here we go. We're in Elite 3. About to play a game.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Well, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll keep it on the ground. Done. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Throwing, Vic. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's Manning to throw.
I'll give me that.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. It's a play fake. Now Vic. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's done. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
All of those
Last play
saves.
went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal.
On the ready. Let's go. Ready.
Vic now.
What?
End zone, but it's
Wide open,
incomplete.
dude. You gotta hit
Really
that.
liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Hey.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And
Let's
he'll
go.
take it into the end
Let's go.
zone. Touchdown,
That's what we want.
Atlanta. A 6-yard
We'll be up.
touchdown run. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Put a fan on.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go. Shot.
On play action, it's Manning. Oh, and his early struggles continue.
Let's go.
Here's
Let's go.
another one
Let's
intercepted.
go. Let's go. To the crew. To the crew.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Throw left side complete. That's Austin. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Manning. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
To throw is Manning.
Oh, come on, dog.
Middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
He passed it.
That's going to be good for another
Perfect.
first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Now Manning again.
Oh,
His
what
throw
are you doing?
incomplete. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Second and 10.
Let's go now.
Now Manning. He finds Austin complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
yeah, let's go.
Intercepted a third
That boy
time.
AJ.
Picked off
AJ
by
is a
AJ
goat.
Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own
AJ's a goat.
6-yard line.
Greatest of all time. AJ. Dude.
Ready, ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up
That's
with
not good.
safety.
The goal was to score
That's what
just
happens.
before the break, but I'm
That's
not
his
sure that the
points.
safety was how they expected to do it. But give the
They
defenders
look
credit.
stupid, though.
They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Manning going to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the gun, it's Manning. Right back to Njoku. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Manning now to throw.
Oh, give me that. Double coverage, you got
First
him.
down, incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention. And it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Throwing now is Manning. Short throw complete to Gronkowski. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Again, it's Manning.
Let's go.
As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Here's Michael Vick. And that's complete to Sanders. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
To throw, Vic. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Vic to throw it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal crasher. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Play action now, Vic. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, yeah, it's done.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Elam's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer,
that
would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. One final try now for Manning. He sets to fire deep. It's
come on, dog.
Inside the 25.
I love
he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let him body you like that, dude.
Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope.
They're out of this contest, dude. What you talking about?
Becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Give me that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Let's go.
Picked up by the safety D'Angelo Hall. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
On first down, done. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Vic goes play action. Steps away to his left.
Come on, dude. I'm trying to run around.
He's taken down.
97 speed versus whatever
A
he's got.
sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle
that's a
this from
touchdown.
deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown!
Lighten them up in this game.
Devin Hester, 62 yards.
Yep, he's putting. All right, I'll be right back. We'll get back into another game. Just mute my mic. That's a W. We're 43 away from hero, which will be the highest I've ever been. So we can get there.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw right away is Vic. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
On just about every team, okay, forget it. On every team, the goal is to be in 3rd and what they call manageable, to give yourself a chance to pick up a 1st down. How about that call on 2nd down? The big man puts them in position to make it 3rd and manageable. I wonder if he'll get a 2nd chance at it to try and pick up the 1st down.
And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And
John Terry Poe is a nice card, dude. Trust me, he is a nice card. He knows how to truck.
On the give, this is their fullback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for it.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Devin Hester from 4 yards out. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by
We'd like to see.
Up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
Here we go, set.
Here we go, set.
To throw, it's Breeze.
Oh, give me that.
Oh, his first throw of the game.
Let's go.
Intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
Yeah.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Breeze.
Oh, come on, dude.
Side to Lamb.
It's down in there.
Lamb's first catch of the game. Good for a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Set go.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's Breeze to throw.
Give me that.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by the safety, D'Angelo Hall. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. When you don't see this often, a quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they change things up on first down, trying to throw the ball. Incomplete, so they come back on 2nd down and say, forget that, hand it off to the big man. And he ends up making it a manageable 3rd down.
And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard.
It's amazing how much advice defensive players get on 3rd down. You hear the bench screaming out, watch the draw, watch the screen, watch the pass here. Very rarely do they reference watching the fullback, and he slipped through and picked up a first down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now here's Vic. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, come on.
As he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf, incomplete.
He pump faked it when I wanted to throw.
Scratcher there. And the
Isn't
Niners
that
take over
crazy
in
stuff, dude?
terrific field position.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Breeze going to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
Come on, dog.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Breeze. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the game.
Yeah, go ahead and quit, buddy. All right. I mean, that was a good game. I liked it. I like games like that. Oh, we're 11 points away from hero, dude. If you look at the rank right now. Get 94 overall, Isaiah Simmons. 95 overall, Darnell Washington. That's champion 1. Let's see if we can get one more dub. Got Tom Brady.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First play, first pass for Brady. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game.
Oh, so our goal line defense worked.
The defense forces a turnover.
Sometimes it does not work. It worked that time. It didn't even look like it worked.
Come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a handoff up the middle. It's done.
Done. He done did it. He done did it.
For a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. Well, now how about this return? And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here's Brady. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good look at the end of that one.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he should
he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Let's go.
Picked off by Troy Anderson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on first down. Done. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Being chased out left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the gun, Vic. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Vic readies to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Quentin Williams collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Here's Vic. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
Oh, man.
Bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Jason Elam on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Elam able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And Diggs has it.
Into space at the 45.
And all the way up to the 46. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's get him to stop it.
Now Brady.
Give me that.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Up the middle they go. It's done. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Quentin Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. It's a play fake. Now Vic.
Open man downfield is Sanders. He's got him.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Let's go.
A big play there. 53 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Let's go.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to take it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this one is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. They're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent size deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Oh, it sounds like I'm dying on this mic,
They
dude.
come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Yeah, no, I'm doing quite well.
To throw, it's Brady.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
2nd down and 3.
Again, it's Brady. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards on the play. The final shot before half for Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No good. It is no good.
Down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3.
Okay, he's out of there. That puts us in hero, right? Should put us in hero, dude. That's 3 W's in a row. It says only 2 right now. But, let me back out. There we go. Yeah, I think we're in hero now. We are our hero. Which makes us 693rd in the world. I guess we'll just play till we lose. I mean, we might be in the top 100 soon if things go well, but that's only if things go well. So I'm gonna keep playing. If things go not well.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of
Oh,
Atlanta,
he's got.
Georgia. Welcome
What has he
inside
got?
Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Welcome, everybody, to the booth. I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward for this game. And Brock, as a former quarterback, I know your focus is on the offensive side of the ball ahead of this kickoff.
Yeah, these two offenses are so fun to watch because the best offenses in this league, Kate, they're about trust. And it just pops out. When you study them during the week on the game film, you just see it. They trust one another. That's head coach, that's coordinator, that's play caller, that's to the quarterback, and then certainly the 11 on the field. Both these groups are getting it done.
It's going to snow here on Sunday night through Monday. Maybe. That'll be interesting.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Right to the air with May. Pass taken in by Diggs. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Davion Clowney on that stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here's May. He's on the move. A risky throw.
D'Angelo Hall. D'Angelo Hall.
And the Falcons
almost to the crib.
After the interception on the game's first series.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
Back now, pressure on its way. That's incomplete left side. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that hit stops him in his tracks. Stopped at the line, and that forces them into a 4th and long. One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through.
Money.
And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Money through 50.
That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. You've got first down from the 31. Trying to shake off the interception. He's going to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jesse Bates.
Right back in the trouble range again.
And the Falcons get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. From the red zone now. Escapes his grasp. This one's caught. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
They'll run now on second down. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. On the return, here's Jones. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
This our last play of the quarter. To the air on first down, May. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Davion Clowney on that stop. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. It's a 2-score game early. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're ready now for the second quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Going play action, May. Launches one deep downfield.
Give me that.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
AJ
Those other
Terrell,
leaders
go,
on
dude.
that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down.
AJ Terrell is clamps, dude. He's gonna make the dude quit. Look at that. That's 4 dubs in a row. We're almost at hero 2, dude. We're 591 in the world. I'm going to take a quick break, though, so I might stream later, but I think that was a successful stream, if you ask me. 4 dubs. So, yeah, I'll take a break. Peace.